Okay, so let me share with you, if I could, a story which I think may be relevant and maybe particularly pertinent to physicians about an incident that happened at our institution where we did a root cause analysis. So without going into the details, which are really not relevant for the point, this involved an extremely skilled, good physician who made an honest mistake with no bad outcome, fortunately for the patient. But it was a serious issue enough that we decided a root cause analysis had to be done. And we did a fairly extensive breakdown of this and spent a good deal of time with the physician and surrounding staff talking about the incident. So it was like most root cause analysis, it's not always the most comfortable process, but we endeavor to make it as fair as we can and comfortable as we can and honest and open. But at the end, when the whole issue had kind of come through the process, the physician involved came over to me and said, "What's going to happen to me now? What's going to happen?" And I could see the look of concern and almost fear in his eyes about what's going to happen to me now that this has gone to the root cause analysis. And I said to him, nothing. I said, this is it. Learn from this. And we would ask you if you could share this experience with other people and learning for your other colleagues. And here was a significant moment for me in terms of again, getting people to understand what this emphasis on just culture is about and why it's so powerful. He said to me, "Now I get it. Now I understand. Now I understand what you've been saying in terms of the just culture model." So again, as John Westfall said, it's sometimes one person at a time. And this physician, who is a great physician, we brought over to the just culture belief. And one of the wonderful things, and if there is a wonderful thing about a human error, is that the people that make those errors will probably never make that mistake again. For the nurse who makes an error, after the error, they're a better nurse. That doctor was a better doctor. And the one thing that I encourage other physicians to really embrace is not to fear the error, but when they happen, and they will happen, is to not to squelch it and ignore it or say, well, that's just an aberration, but to really understand why it happened and make yourself stronger. That's how we become better in our profession. And again, that's the just culture model. We will make errors. You can't will yourself that any particular day, this won't be the day I make the error. It's going to happen. But what do we do with that error once it does happen? Do we become bitter or do we become better? So in this case, this was a really good story of how we come ahead of the game by doing the right things.